Stan Swinton Internship, endowed by the Swinton Family. Winning is Martine Jenkins from John Hopkins SAIS, who wrote about how Turkey is struggling to provide enough food to all the Syrian refugees on its soil. Proficient in Spanish, she will go to Mexico City for the AP. Presenting is our own John Daniszewki.
Well, I want to thank the Swinton family, and the memory of this prize is in memory of Stan Swinton, who was a great AP correspondent, the head of our world services. He really saw the Associated Press as a global news agency and helped to create that reality after World War II. And I think we have in Lisa a wonderful candidate. Stan reported from 100 countries. Her first country will be Mexico.
So first of all, I'd like to thank the Swinton family, the Overseas Press Club, and the AP. It is such an honor to be here, and I'd like to take a few minutes to talk about why. So I used to have this pipe dream that I would become James Bond, or a writer, I'd say, to make myself sound more realistic, but James Bond came first. Writing was a backup. My primary and admittedly lofty ambitions have always been to travel the world and then to leave it better than I found it. Uncovering wrongdoing was as noble a pursuit as I could think of, and in some vague Hollywood way, spycraft seemed to fit the bill. However, when I grew up into a clumsy person not altogether comfortable with violence, some reevaluation proved necessary. It was an undergrad at UC-Berkeley that international journalism began to seem like the perfect balance. Few other professions have the task of both educating and entertaining, of becoming an expert on Brazilian farming for a week and then political upheaval in Mexico the next. I honestly think journalism is one of the best tools we have for impacting policy because it shapes the way that we perceive our own societies. As an American living in a small Italian city through the most dramatic election of my lifetime, this has recently become particularly clear to me. So far in 2017, I have had the privilege of visiting 7 countries. If one conclusion has stood out in this time, it is that the press is internationally powerful. The people in this room and the people writing everywhere that I've recently been are responsible for the shrinking of the globe, for the globalization of information. The press are the reason that the people I spoke with in Yangon are clamoring for a better electricity grid, and why French tourists in Rome are asking me about changing US foreign policy while we wait for a bus together. So anyway, all of this is to say the media are a force to be reckoned with, perhaps even more so than James Bond. As soon as I finish school, I really look forward to joining your ranks. Thank you.